Natacia Mnguni, and the idea that I'm proposing is the development of an augmented reality application to enhance the learning of chemical bonding. Education is evolving rapidly with the advancements in technology, integrating tools like AR, VR, and multimedia to create dynamic, engaging learning experiences. And globally, countries like Japan, China, Spain, and the USA have embraced augmented reality in the classroom, achieving significant learning improvement. However, despite these advancements, South African classrooms face barriers to AR adoption due to the limited resources, unequal access to technology, and a lack of educational applications designed for the local context. Chemistry education in particular suffers as concepts like ionic and covalent bonding are abstract and challenging for learners to visualize, and they often lead to students' confusion. Furthermore, to add, South Africa is rich in linguistic diversity with 12 official languages. However, English remains the dominant language of instruction despite being a second language for most students. And also, research highlights that teaching in a student's home language can enhance understanding and performance, yet many STEM resources lack support for multilingual learners. This then led to my problem statement, which states that chemistry concepts are abstract and language barriers in South African classroom, where English dominates, are compounded by the lack of multilingual and interactive 3D features in existing chemistry apps. And then my objectives are to develop and implement an AR app based on ionic and covalent bonding, one that incorporates translanguaging across 4 languages, which is English, Afrikaans, isiZulu, and Northern Sotho. Secondly, it's to evaluate the effectiveness of the AR app in enhancing students' conceptual understanding of chemical bonding concepts. And lastly, it is to examine the students' perceptions of translanguaging within the augmented reality context and its potential influence on enhancing their understanding of chemical bonding concepts. And what makes my app unique is that it combines AR technology with translanguaging pedagogy to address both conceptual and linguistic barriers. And secondly, it is tailored for the South African education system, focusing on grade 10 chemistry. And lastly, it is guided by the cognitive theory of multimedia learning to optimize understanding through visuals and audios. And then the benefits for intended users or society. So for students, there is a benefit to enhance understanding of chemistry concepts. It also aims to reduce language barriers in learning and also increase motivation and engagement. And for teachers, it can be used as a tool for inclusive teaching in multilingual classrooms. It aligns with South African STEM educational goals. And then for society, it promotes multilingualism and cultural inclusivity and also equips students with 21st century skills. In terms of commercialization, the primary users that it is intended for are schools where it will assist the learners and the teachers. And then also there is a potential for expansion to other STEM topics and also additional languages. And then lastly, we're looking at collaborating with education departments and also private edtech organizations. In building this app, I will use the ADDIE model, which is a framework that offers a structured approach to managing educational projects through its 5 phases. And then the cognitive theory of multimedia learning, which provides a systematic and evidence-based approach to understand how learners process information presented through multimedia formats. And in conclusion, this app addresses 2 major challenges in South African education, which is the conceptual difficulties in chemistry and linguistic diversity in classrooms. Also, it enhances understanding and retention of chemistry concepts through interactive language inclusive methods. And also, it bridges the gap in technology use for underserved schools in South Africa. And lastly, it empowers teachers and students to embrace 21st century educational